closed for a while, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully, some of you figured out what was going on and are now. Well, Hans is in the chat now, so Hans, tell everybody. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. My computer started making bizarre noises at me, and everything froze, and apparently I got raptured. So
It's the rapture. You have to make sure you have your Jesus hat next time.
My Jesus hat.
Yeah, man. You gotta have your Jesus hat on.
Raptured or ruptured?
Oh, that's right. You're Canadian. You've never been to like a Southern Baptist church.
What's a Jesus hat?
Okay,
it's the hat that the ladies wear to Southern Baptist churches. These big, like, bouffant hat things that they wear.
No.
Awesome.
Can't say I'm familiar with that. I'm just familiar with the little ones that they made us wear when I used to go to synagogue as a kid. So.
Oh, the yarmulke.
Never. Yeah, yarmulke or kippah or whatever they fuck. There's two different words. I think kippah is Hebrew and yarmulke is Yiddish. So.
Yeah.
See,
anyway.
I just wear like an Australian leather hat when I'm trying to look all fancy.
Really?
Hmm.
Do you have magic underwear?
Magic underwear.
Magic.
You're a Mormon.
I can't.
Temple
fit in
garments.
Underwear. I'm too well endowed.
Mine are pink.
Yours are pink. Your magic underwear is pink.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All I have are black and various shades of gray underwear. So.
Is that minus the stains?
Oh dear.
Mine are pink.
No, they're supposed to be brown.
And
good thing you wore the brown
purple and gray.
There we go.
Yeah, right. Nice Deadpool plug there. All right, so why isn't it? We're live now, but apparently,
well,
it's not.
Are we going?
Yeah, we are. We are live right now. So
I can get on to telling you about my pizza then.
Let's hear about the pizza.
Well, being British, I like to Britishify my pizza.
You're British?
So my pizza.
Wait,
I have
he's
been
British?
Told this. I have been told this myself. It was a surprise to me. But I like to Britishify my pizza, so.
What, you pour tea on it?
I got a fairly standard. No, I had tea with it.
Close enough.
But I had a fairly standard pepperoni pizza, cheap ass one from Lidl's. But and they never put enough cheese on them, so I put a bit more cheese on. Red Leicester, of course. And then I decided the best thing to do was to add black pudding and sausage to the top.
Black pudding?
Yes, it's a pudding. It's not a sweet pudding. It's like a sausage, but made out of spices and pig's blood.
Yes. But it's because you Brits are all insane.
Okay.
No, nobody quite knows what to say about that.
I'm more of a traditionalist all-meat pizza. That's about it.
I don't think my computer can handle me doing too many things at once anymore. I gotta fucking trade this thing in for a new model.
Swimsuit model.
Get one that can order you black pudding.
Right?
Blood pudding.
I don't know.
It's the best
Black
stuff.
pudding.
Hey.
All right.
They're looking at me.
What I don't understand is why would you make pudding that's not sweet?
Well,
Hey, Thomas.
I'd ask you, why would you put gravy on biscuits?
Because it's delicious. But our biscuits are different than yours.
No.
Yes, our biscuits are highly different from your biscuits, sir.
Your biscuits are...
Okay.
Besides, we're American, dude. We put gravy on every fucking thing.
We put gravy on a lot of things, but it's brown gravy.
No, that's not what we put on biscuits. We put a white sausage gravy on biscuits, dude.
Quit being racist, guys. Quit being racist.
Listen, I can't have no brown gravy in my house, okay?
Build the wall. Build the wall.
Build the wall. Jeez. What's going on, Thomas? How you doing, brother? What the hell's that thing hanging out of your face? Oh, okay.
Well, I thought it was his nose.
I thought he was growing extra appendages for a second.
I thought your nose was on fire.
My nose is on fire. Musical sub-referencing everywhere.
It's always great meeting people I haven't met before.
Well, I've interviewed Thomas of his deconversion story. He's the graphic artist that does all the stuff, and he made me this really cool 604 Atheist approved for Follow Fridays, which I'll use next Friday.
I'll have to trawl through the back issues of the deconversion stories and have a look.
Yeah, he's got quite the story too. Actually, everyone's had a very good story. That's what I was going to ask before I got fucking raptured from the last live broadcast. Dragon, would you be willing to come on and tell your deconversion story with me?
That would be one of the fastest, most boring deconversion stories you could ever hear.
I've heard that so many times, but we have funny ways of dragging it out by putting in little filler things. You know?
Yeah, we talked mine out for an hour and a half.
I was born.
Me too.
That's the beginning and the end. You have to be converted to be deconverted.
Yeah.
True enough.
Well,
I'm assuming you grew up in
say-
a secular family then.
Who
I grew
was
up
it?
in an atheist family. Both of my parents were vocally atheist by the time I was born.
Nice.
But we did grow up in a very religious community.
Okay.
I need more rum.
Yeah.
Don't tease the dragon.
Why?
It's all right. I need more badger.
Rum.
You know, it's funny. My other YouTube channel, is a gaming channel because I ended up being hooked on a game called Yu-Gi-Oh, and I go by the handle Sairus13, and Sairus is the elemental dragon of air or something. Back when I believed in all that woo-woo bullshit about astrology. And I chose Sairus because of the air element issue, because I was a Libra, which is also an air element, right? So yeah, and I'm a huge fan of dragons, and I have all the Chris Achilleos posters and all kinds.
Stop
of
brown nosing. Stop brown nosing, damn it.
Brown nosing if I tell them the fucking truth. It's just
Besides, Puff is the dragon of inanity. He's the inanity element dragon.
Inanity element. That's an element now? Oh, cool.
Actually, in Chinese lore, it basically would be. It's a synonym for empty, so.
Oh.
The void
So,
dragon.
void. Damn, I never thought of it
Thomas.
as a void dragon. God damn it! Now I need to change my name.
Don't do that. No one will know where the fuck to find you anymore. There used to be this guy named the name Dragon, but he got raptured.
The YouTube user formerly known as Inane.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was working in the record store when that shit went down with Prince, and his new album came out. And it was nothing but a fucking symbol, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? That became literally a almost a career closer for him when that happened.
Who?
Luckily, he was able to. Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, and that actually had to do with getting out of a bad licensing deal that he was trapped in with a record label. So he changed his name so that he didn't have to release the album with the original record label.
Right. I completely forgot about that. Thanks for the reminder.
Didn't Snoop Dogg become Snoop Lion for a while?
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Yes.
He did a non-rap album. I think it was more
Reggae.
reggae-ish or something. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I get to be meeting him soon too. Actually,
Really?
Oh.
smoking blunts with the Snoop Dogg, man.
See if you can get me some of the good stuff.
We have good stuff here in BC. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh,
We're
if I
kind of-
want to get the good stuff around here, I gotta go talk to this really weird guy.
Oh, really? Weirder than me? Okay, sure. I guess they're out there. But anyway,
I've fought this guy with
Beef.
swords.
BC and Australia are usually battling for the Cannabis Cup every year, so it's kind of one of those things. And then Colorado's starting to grow some really good. Well, geez, I wonder why. Growing some great strains now as well.
Now, the local guy that I know, I've also fought him with swords, and
Yeah, did I
he's
fuck-
considerably larger than me.
Oh, I'm gonna spar for my weed.
That's right. Put them up, man. Put them up. Give me your joint or die.
Have at thee.
Have at the doobie. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on.
I
Don't
wish
get
we-
raptured.
I wish
I'm gonna
we
do
did it
your
for
rap.
me, man.
He's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk from
Whole
one
new
screen
chat
to the
room.
other one, and then he's gonna come in behind me and go around and come in the other side. Betcha. That's what he always does.
And it always surprises you.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
except he didn't do the round the back thing.
No, not this time. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not
He
being
also
mad.
didn't come back with a different shirt on, did he?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
No, it's the same one. It's my Punisher shirt.
Usually he takes off, he comes back and goes, "Oh, by the way, since we're talking about dragons, I have this great dragon jacket."
I know. I always have something, right? I brought this time. We were talking about weed, and I brought this with me this time. I picked this little item up at a sporting goods type store. It's called Cabela's up here, and this is basically a beer cooler. It's like insulated, and I'm telling you, put a can of beer in here, and it's ice cold from first sip to last. But the thing is it comes with this little guy, Yeti Pop, and it's kind of a trick because the top comes off, you see,
Oh.
and inside, and like they used to say on Saturday Night Live when Rob Schneider was on there, you could put your weed in it. I don't know where I keep coming up with these.
So it's like that shaving foam embryo holder in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What weed?
There's been
But
a lot
not
of
at all.
Jurassic Park references tonight. What's going on with that?
It's all about the dinosaurs being on the ark, buddy. Come on.
It's all about the dinosaurs, baby.
Oh, you know what's better than that? What's that children's show that was like the Young Earth Creationist show and had that weird guy with live
Oh, man.
action?
Children
You
of the
mean
Corn.
Bible Man?
No, not Bible. Man.
Oh, when you
That's
mentioned it,
hilarious.
You're talking about where
Are
they
you
found
talking
those,
about
those
the
dinosaur
Creation
bones
Adventure
and
Team or
whatnot.
whatever?
That's the one,
Yeah,
dude.
that's the one. That's the one.
Creation
That's the one.
Adventure Team.
He says, were they like,
That's
just
like
because T-Rex had sharp teeth doesn't mean he ate meat. All it means is he had sharp teeth. We like to use machetes to cut down undergrowth. It was like,
Yeah, you had the explorer and a couple of kids or whatever, and they had that stupid, what was it, Triceratops partner buddy,
yeah.
the child-age Triceratops that ran around with them.
They had a really good costume for that guy.
Oh, I think
Oh.
you guys just broke me.
It's genius. It's comedy gold, y'all.
Oh my god.
How else is he supposed to eat, coconuts?
Oh,
Yeah.
the pain. The pain.
You see, as a badger, I have sensible teeth. I can eat plant matter and meat matter.
And grubs.
Okay.
Lots of grubs.
grubs,
I was going to
and
ask you
worms.
earlier if you had grubs on your pizza, but you told me it was black pudding, and that was even more strange.
Right.
Only after the flood, though.
Well, you
Like
see,
apples.
most badgers just eat worms like all day, but I get bored with the worms. They're not very crunchy.
It's just all about texture. You have to have a little
Yeah.
texture in your.
I had thingy on Twitter telling me I shouldn't eat the hedgehogs because they're cute.
Don't talk to thingies, dude.
Give me a sec.
Unless they're numbered. If they're numbered, it's okay.
Ah, okay. I just did some sleuthing.
Ooh.
I noticed that Nadine, you posted the link and then put the new link underneath it, which is good. I retweeted that. And I was just wondering if you had everyone's Twitter handles in there, which you did, which is great.
Yeah, because I'm smart.
I always click on these Twitter handles to make sure that the people I have in my Hangout at least follow.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Generally a good idea.
You need to put Thomas in there, I guess, because I didn't have Thomas. I had the rest of us.
Oh,
You spend a solid 5 minutes hovering over the unfollow button every time you look at mine, right?
Probably. I'm just saying.
no, dude. I've actually unfollowed you many times and then just followed you back again. Just
There you go.
in my own way, it's like a little bit of like a fuck you.
I try to follow no.
Gotcha!
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dragon. I just noticed that you don't follow, but I don't expect anyone to.
I've lost the chat. Where is it? There it is. I think a few people have unfollowed me because there's a few different groups that cross over that I'm kind of linked to. There's the environmental activism people. There's the atheism activism people, and there's the sort of political side of things that I'm involved with, which is in some ways quite divisive. So I think a few people have followed me for one, and then I've said something about one of the others, and they've gone, fuck off.
You don't agree with your other opinions?
Yeah.
I got something. I got to get out here real quick. Thomas,
Yeah.
The other day, you posted some pictures that I thought were really fucking cool. You hanging out with Aaron Ra, and chatting with Eric Murphy, I'll be interviewing Eric Murphy after the next couple as well. It's sometime in early October 3rd, I believe. So we get to hear his deconversion story because him and I sort of became a little bit friends when I called in to Talk Heathen to talk about my kidney donation that I was supposed to be doing, which ended up getting kiboshed at the last minute by the surgical team. But anyway, yeah. I wanted to help save a buddy of mine's life because both his kidneys have failed, and he's on dialysis every single night.
Wow.
So he asked me if I could find, because of my social media presence, he asked me if I could find someone to donate to him. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Phil, I'll do it first. And if I don't get through, I know at least a few other people that might be into it, and 2 of them are stepping up now. So,
oh, nice.
They denied me. I even tried to appeal it, and the surgeon board was like, no, because I have a little cyst on one, but it's benign. But they said if they went in and messed around with it, they could activate something. I'm like, what?
They could. Okay, yeah, I see what you. Yeah.
So, and it was they prefer to take the right one, so it was that one that it happened to. So.
Yeah.
Has anyone sent me to the new link?
You tried. That's all. That's at least you tried. That's a lot more than a lot of people will do.
But anyways, what I was trying to get out there was I actually called Talk Heathen because that Seamus guy that always likes to call the atheist experience and Talk Heathen all the time, going on about, that atheists have no morals, kind of that guy, right?
Oh.
And I said, I think myself and I know some others that are a fine example of atheists that do have good moral compasses. And I told them about that, and I said that it's we are capable of altruistic behavior, and it's ridiculous to think otherwise.
If you go statistically, the atheist community or people who are non-religious are statistically more moral than many people who are religious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the religion comes with baggage that causes them not to be, right? So.
Yeah. Well, like, go ahead.
Out of curiosity, though, is that statistically per capita or just statistically across the board?
I'd have to look into that.
Hey, there she is. Hey, Diana.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, she's probably just getting set up there.
Yeah.
Sorry about taking so long. It took me a while.
Not got the glasses on yet.
Sorry about taking so long. It took me some time to find some clothes that still fit. No, seriously, what happened is when I quit smoking, I gained about 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh.
You fill your hands with food instead of
Pretty much.
smoking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's the way it is. I've seen it
Yeah,
many
I did.
times.
So now I'm trying to take the weight off, which is all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
You know, if I stopped eating pizza with black pudding on it, I'd probably lose a little bit.
Black pudding, God, that sounds so delicious.
Oh, I bet.
If
It
I remember,
really doesn't.
well,
I agree with
I don't
whoever
know
said
if
that
you know
it
what-
doesn't.
I don't know if you know what this stuff is, but I call black pudding British kishka. If you know what kishka is,
Say the name again.
kishka.
Kishka.
I think someone said it in the chat earlier.
I did. It's a Polish blood
Oh, it's
sausage.
you did.
And I'll
Yes.
tell you, I love that stuff. I dearly, 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 dearly. Did I mention dearly love that stuff? I grew up on it.
Outstanding. I've got some. I think Polish smoked sausage down in the cupboard actually downstairs.
Oh, kolbasi or
Kielbasa.
kolbasi or kilbasi or
Kielbasa.
kilbasa. It depends on who you're talking to. It's got about
Yeah.
five.
Thinking about it, I actually ate that already. It's an Eastern European smoked and seasoned meat that I have, but it's not in sausage form. So I already ate the sausage.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up in a household that was half Slovak, half Polish. So yeah,
Outstanding.
we got all that stuff. Let's see, we got the kishka, we got the tzirek, which is sort of
yeah.
like a sweet scrambled eggs, if you will. They call it an egg cheese. There's no rennet involved at all. Chicken paprikash. Oh my,
that's good stuff.
that stuff will kill you, but you die happy.
The
Check the side chat of the hangout, Neil.
I saw. Yeah, you said. I got a new vid up for you to enjoy. Yeah, and push hint hint.
So,
no sacred cows.
there's
You
quite a
just
few
did.
Polish.
No,
just-
Reese says he wants to plug a channel.
Oh. Okay.
He says
Yeah.
godless recovery, isn't it?
Yeah.
Except I need to use this computer when I do that. So.
Okay.
Have a look at that.
Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. Can I do that?
Can I do
No,
that?
I can't. Whoever said that.
I don't. Yeah.
no, all I said was
Alright, about the Polish sausage, there's quite a few Polish people who I've worked with and met over the last few years, because in my area of England, there's quite a few Polish immigrants. I would
Okay.
say, out of all the people from other, foreign lands that I've met, the Polish people have been the people I've got on with the best.
Yeah,
That
my
makes
buddy
sense.
Jersey at work is Polish, and he's awesome.
Absolutely every Polish person that I've met that I can think of, I've gone away from meeting them thinking, I like this person.
yeah. The Polish just have that I don't know, attitude or personality or what, eminently likable.
That's how I felt about most of the Arabs people that I've met, people from like Iran and areas like that up in Charlotte. They're super sweet people, and they're very, very nice.
I have not known too many people from that neighborhood.
Yeah, neither have I. But there is a Sikh chap who's one of the city councillors in my area,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
he's hilarious. He turned up at a local music event, and he was just on stage with the tambourine, just playing along. The band didn't even know who he was.
All right. Let me refill this.
Eventually, they figured it out. He's like, "He's one of your councillors, isn't it?" And everybody, the crowd was like, "Yep."
All right. Sounds good.
Reese, I made you a moderator too. So you've been wrenched.
Everybody gets a wrench.
I'm like Oprah. I'm like, oh, look under your seat. There should be a wrench.
I'll tell you what. I've got a wrench, but what I need now is a wench.
A wrench.
I mean, screw the
Is your car stuck?
Say what?
Is your car stuck?
Who, me?
Winch.
Shut up, Duke. Oh, wait.
I was wondering if you were talking to me or not, because I don't know how many people know this. I do not own a motor vehicle. I can't afford one.
No,
Oh,
that's
I'm
a motor vehicle, or that's our motor vehicle right there. The bike.
Yeah,
it's motorless. Motorless transportation.
Well, you know, here's the motor right there.
Outstanding. By the way, what do people think of my little animated guy? I made a special little animated circling doodle for this event.
I'll tell you what, the smoke rising up looks 3D as opposed to the rest of it, which looks kind of 2D, and that's kind of interesting.
Well, I tried to do it more as a still image a bit, like to have kind of an avatar effect. Because I've been in a few chats recently where I've had just an animated avatar, and I saw that there was everybody else just had static ones, and I kind of looked out of place with my laggy animated guy.
Okay.
You're talking about the one that moves his head back and forth?
It doesn't send over the Google Hangouts very well. So then I thought, well, I'll just do like a semi-static one, and that'll be much more interesting. This is what I came up with.
I have all kinds of problems with that stuff. I'm running Linux, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get the audio of a film clip over OBS, let alone anything else.
Yeah. OBS is a bit wonky.
Roger, were you talking about the... Oh, sorry, buddy.
No problem. I just want to say hey to Nacho Witness, who just showed up in the chat, and
Hey,
Conquering
upside down,
Thoughts also. Welcome to the chat, fellas. I'm imagining...
Anyway,
Yeah, I think he's at work, so I don't think he can join, to be honest.
Who, Nacho?
Yeah.
No, well, I don't think he's at work today because he came in earlier and said he was just tired.
Oh.
So.
Slacker.
Oh,
So let's see over there. It'll be 11 a.m.
Come and chat with the badger, are you?
Yeah, earlier he said he was tired, so he wasn't.
Oh.
I'm guessing he's not at work today.
No, here's the problem I have.
Lame Dragon made it, and he's not even drunk.
Hi, Don.
I may not be drunk, but I am on drugs. Oh,
I do not have very many lighters around here when I really, really need them, because there is a cat I need to set on fire because she has been climbing the curtains and eating those houseplants back there. And I'm trying to figure out a way to keep that from happening.
Stop buying her favorite houseplants.
Square bottle.
Houseplants are anything green.
Super soaker.
So stop buying greenhouse plants. Buy the brown.
Exactly what I was
They last longer.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Cactus.
Well, you know they have those giant slingshots, the ones you put between the trees. You pull them really far back.
There we go.
And Thomas is like, hey, Diana, no setting cats on fire. What the hell are you doing?
No, I would never set Sylvia on fire. No, I would not do that. I would shove a stick of dynamite up your arse and then detonate it.
Because that's so much better.
Blowing
shit up is kind of cool.
Microwave oven.
Diana on fire.
There you go.
I think that's going to be the name of my next album.
All right.
Diana on Fire. It'll look kind of like the Jay's Addiction Nothing Shocking album. We'll have two of you sitting on a bench, and your hair will be on fire.
No, you gotta have her in a suit with sunglasses walking away from an exploding car like Man on Fire.
Yeah,
where he puts the bomb up the guy's butt.
I like that better. Cats rule. Yes, they do, and they know it, and that's the problem.
Mhm.
That's what no sacred cow said.
This one
is
does
why
whatever
the
the hell she wants.
What was that Hitchens quote? If you take a dog and you feed it and you love it and you show it attention, it'll assume that you're God. But if you take a cat and feed it and love it and show it attention, it'll assume that it's God.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
that.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Pretty
Hey,
much. It's like
Reese, it was you that wanted more live action Badger Paws, wasn't it?
But
he's he's muted
It
himself.
was. I want some hardcore badger paws.
But when I was going through my stuff and deciding what to keep and what to get rid of, here's what I found. I finally found my Bastet.
Oh,
Cool.
Basset.
That's snazzy.
Put her in a box.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme?
Yes,
How to
I
catch
have.
an
Yes, I
Egyptian cat?
have.
God, that's so fucking funny, man. That's awesome.
I gotta
Put a
find a
box
box
behind him?
small enough. Yeah, just the head sticking out.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, this is why this place looks like shit. I've been going through everything, trying to figure out what to keep, what to get rid of, and it's very difficult to decide what to get rid of because there are memories attached to a lot of it and a lot of stuff I really like. But
Why are you getting rid of things, Diana?
because this is a very tiny apartment, and it's really hard to move with all the crap in here.
IKEA.
I've got rid of things for ages. I really should.
I'm a hoarder.
I wish I could get to IKEA.
I found an old dictionary in my desk for the Mandalorian language earlier.
I mean, it's bad enough that I've got the 800-something books in the back.
Do you want me to talk to you in...
I sleep out here because the bedroom is full of books.
Do you want me to talk to you in a fictional Star Wars language? I can do that because I dug the dictionary out of my desk earlier.
Mandalorian. Is that the one you printed off, you said, right?
Yeah, that's the one I printed.
Actually, I want to get the Mandalorian skull for a tattoo. That'd be fucking sweet.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Except if I can't get tattoos anymore.
Why? Oh, because you get blood.
I can, but if I do that, then I got to wait like 6 to 8 months before I can donate again, and I'm not going to let that happen. That's not going to happen.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I printed this. I printed this Mandalorian dictionary myself, and it's been in my desk for so long that the paper has started to go yellow.
Oh shit!
Because I read the books when I read the books years ago, and then I thought I want to learn this language, and then I just put it in my desk and forgot about it.
I do with that with links, man. People will put like read this article, and I'll be busy, so I'll like click it and open it in Chrome and go back, and then the next thing you know, I open up Chrome and I've got 54 tabs open on my phone.
Yeah.
And finally, I just closed all of them. I was like, I'm never going to read these. I'm just going to close them.
You're never going to read them.
I discovered earlier today that there's a Discord server entirely dedicated to this Mandalorian language and learning it and speaking it to each other. So I've joined that. I'm going to have a chat with them and see if I can do some of it.
Oh my. Let me get some of these tabs closed now that you mention it. I've got all kinds of shit open here.
I should close some of my tabs as well.
Yeah, looking for spray
Close your porn,
stuff.
y'all.
Yeah, there you go. Looking for spray stuff and shit to try to spray the curtains and keep this one off.
Speaking of that, my external hard drive died a while ago, and I lost. It's still there, but I can't get at it. It's like a large pornography collection.
Thomas doesn't talk much, does he?
Oh, he talked. He's just wait until he has some relevant input.
I had some relevant input and then I forgot what it was.
Oh, here we go. Reverend Zachary Pinter has posted 13 minutes ago on my fucking chat.
Read it. What's going on?
It's not God's will for men to know his job. Like I really care what his job is. Reverend Zachary Pinter. God only said that hold faithful and trust in him, for he shall make you a ruler over many things in heaven.
I don't know how to
Ruler.
spell Reverend.
Oh yeah, he likes to talk to me for some fucking reason. Not
It's
sure.
because you're so
How do you spell
likable.
Zachary?
And apparently not God, but a creator. Who is this fucking guy now? Scott True?
How do you
What the hell is
how do
this?
you spell Zachary? Anyone?
Zachary.
Yeah.
Zachary.
Cachary, right? Yeah.
That's-
No,
that's what I
Zachary
said.
is Zed.
There's no K in that. Well, that'll be why I haven't found him.
No.
No,
Reverend
no Zachary.
Zachary Pinter.
I'm trying to
Amazing
I'm trying to
grammar.
find these tweets here.
I keep telling him I have no use for faith, but he keeps, well, you have to have faith. No, I don't fucking have to have faith.
Zachary.
Oh man, I don't want to hear about faith. I'm getting enough from NCG Studios already. It's like,
Here he is. Reverend _ Pinter.
I'd spell Pinter.
Holy crap! What is he? 12?
No, I don't know.
I'm looking at a picture of the dude.
This
I don't
other
think
guy
he's-
claims. This other guy claims that science has proved the existence of God through a theory, and I'm like, okay, you don't know what a scientific theory is, for one. And
obviously.
secondly, citation needed, Buster.
As soon as I can figure out how to type around this kitty, Reverend.
I found him.
Yeah.
Reverend
Yeah, he
_
looks like
Pinter.
he looks like he's about 12.
I think.
He
Maybe
looks like
he is.
he's got like a weird albino Amish thing going on too.
He looks like he's about 12 until you zoom in. Then he looks like he's either 12 or 40.
Actually, yeah,
he's
you're kind of right. He does kind of look like a little. I don't know if you
Sort of
can
an
see that, but-
interdimensional.
If you zoomed out
Something.
and blurred it, he'd look like a baby.
Don't give up. God has a
Duke,
plan for your life.
I sent you a link to a thread that I was in all day.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I should have tagged you earlier.
Is that the
You
one
need
you
me to-
tagged me in?
You need me to be a
Yeah.
cunt to somebody?
Oh, you can be a cunt if you want to or not.
Yeah, get him.
Jen with one
Get
N and my
He didn't
cousin
seem to-
was part of it.
He didn't seem to have anything to say to me. When I came in and you said,
No.
you said something about,
Oh,
we're talking about God and stuff. And I was like, oh, you mean that God that killed
Yeah.
more people in the Bible than any human ever?
Yeah.
that's I retweet. That's on that Stephanie tweet where she's like doing the same. Like she's on this golden rule bent where she's just like the golden
Yeah.
rule is
Posting
proof.
it
It's just
Yeah,
proof.
and she liked whatever he said, and I ended up
Talking about
finding it in
SJ?
my main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already
Yeah.
retweeted that. I retweeted that original tweet and was just like, this is, once again, like answered with the exact
Well,
same
that's
answers
just-
I've given her like 10
Yeah.
times.
I
Yeah.
still
Copy and
have
paste.
to shoot my reply to her tweets a couple weeks ago on why are we here?
Why do you need a reason?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I guess.
See,
Yeah.
Well, I have the perfect reason, but I'll let you guys see the video once I get it out. If I ever get the goddamn thing out.
When the
Damn.
hangout cut away from you, then I
Yes,
thought you were doing
Josiah.
like some kind of when the hangout cut away from you. Then I thought you were doing some kind of in the air leg wiggle, and then I realized it was the cat's tail.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I found something good though on Reverend Zachary Pinter's page. There was a retweet from Shamo Lockins, it looks like the name is, and the first line reads, "God is still on the throne." So, okay, I guess God does his business the way the rest of us do, huh?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's not what he meant by throne.
Oh, somebody wants to turn me up. Let me see if I can turn myself up.
Somebody wants to turn you up? Oh, why?
I think I might be a bit quiet. Let me just see if I can adjust my volume.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, somebody
What the
can
hell is
adjust your
going on
volume.
here?
Somebody's adjusted my volume. How am I sounding now?
Neil
I think
can.
Sounding
the
not
problem is-
bad to me.
I think the problem is some of the time I'm not facing the microphone directly.
Yeah,
Well,
could
maybe.
be.
I think maybe you're too loud because no, you're good. You're good. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know what I was doing.
I'm
I
just
have no
gonna.
idea what I'm talking about. What is going on? My
I need some scotch.
Absolutely. Well, what I will say is, I'm going to poke my face into the chat and see if there's anything that people have been saying that I need to say things about.
We have rum. We have scotch.
Ooh.
I have water.
It's
This
okay.
is quite possibly
it's
the
okay.
worst live stream I've ever
who the hell
done.
drinks that stuff? How can you drink that?
I've got
I
Coke
drink
Zero.
green tea. All right,
that's better than
Mr.
water.
Dragon. Mr. Dragon, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Why are you not doing the whole drinking sensible drinks at the moment?
Do you hear that? That is a giant bottle of Neurontin that I'm currently required to take.
Ah. What are you
that-
taking those for?
Because I have a herniated disc and possible nerve damage.
Oh, well, there
So
you
they're
go.
kind of
I
trying
am
to
so
control
sorry. Oh
Yay.
my word.
Fun. And
You're gonna be
thinking,
on Yo Gabba Gabba.
and thinking about that, I have to take some meds, and I need to eat to take them, and so I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay, it's been fun talking to you.
Yeah, it's been fun talking to you too, guys. Is
Bye,
Neil
Nadine.
back? I'm trying to wait for Neil to get back.
He's about to be back.
He's wandering
It's about-
around.
Yeah,
Wandering around
he looks kind
I
of
don't know what
lost.
happened to my scotch.
the
You see, he looks kind of lost.
Yes.
That's normal.
Guys.
As everyone's on medication at the moment, I thought I'd just poke in and say, well, the doctor pulled my toenail off, and now I've got iodine all over my foot.
Oh, lovely. That's always fun.
He tried to be really smart about it as well. He tried to do like a sleight of hand thing. You know, he tried to sort of turn so that his body was in the way of my. After he put the local anesthetic, he tried to turn his body so I couldn't see, and then do it when I wasn't expecting him to.
Yeah.
I could see him tensing. I could see him just going like, "I'm about to pull this." Oh, there we go.
Lovely.
And then he turned around looking all smug, like, you see, I did it. I was like, I know. I was watching you.
I smarted in the average here. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys.
Later.
Thanks for having me on, Neil.
What? Oh, sorry. You saw me
going.
doing that? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I saw you.
Aw.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Nadine, you're leaving?
Oh, yeah, I've got to
Right.
take some meds and that, so I'm gonna.
I'm going to poke my nose in the chat a minute to see what people are saying.
Okay. Okay, guys.
Oh, Dawn's
Well,
like,
you be
don't
good,
leave me,
sweetie. You be
Nadine.
good.
Oh, Dawn. Bye. I'm gonna go. We'll see you guys later. Have a good
Alrighty.
night. Bye.
Oh.
Bring
All that
plenty
kind
of
of stuff.
lube.
Bye.
Bye. All right. It's almost like 10 little Indians now.
I know, right? It's funny. I've been playing Oblivion, and there's a quest on Oblivion that's modeled after that old Agatha Christie story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You're like a part of this. What's it called? The Dark Brotherhood. So you're like an
Tell
assassin.
me what I am.
Yes, sir. I know what you are.
Hell
You're a
yeah.
fucking
Which one?
biker roadie that plays Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like
Which
a
one are you playing?
Oblivion.
Oh, you're playing Oblivion.
Where'd Thomas go?
He took off a few minutes ago.
Oh. Okay.
There was a shady looking Jewish guy behind him. I don't know what happened.
Shady looking. I was nowhere near him. Well, I'm an extra. Never mind.
The Mossad took him.
Mossad.
I'm just going to ask you that.
If you guys hear a lot of meowing, don't worry. She's fine.
Oh, mm-hmm.
So you're not sticking a stick of dynamite up her ass?
No.
Right.
You're not taking Diana's advice and disposing of her in a exploding fashion.
No, I bought her.
I'll tell you,
kitty
giant
treats.
sling.
I bought her kitty treats for the first time. Now she thinks she needs them every second.
Of
Well,
course.
mm.
You expect
Ours
it
are the same.
Nope.
Oh
Right.
man,
Who was playing Oblivion? It was Duke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Have you been to the coastal town? What's it called?
Anvil.
Anvil, that's the one. Have you met Newheim the Portly?
Yes.
Outstanding.
Did his quest.
I have not played
he's
this.
He's one of my favorite guys in the game. Just you bring his mug back, and he's like, "Great, now I can have a pint of ale that won't get warm and taste of goblin piss."
It's a great game, dude. I forgot how good it was. And I pay for the Xbox One service where you can just play, like, you can just download, there's 100 games on there, and you can download them and play them until, as long as they're in. It's kind of like a Netflix, but for games. And it showed up on there, and I remembered how much I loved it back in the day, so I just downloaded it again and been playing it.
Have you bought the horse armor?
No.
I've never played it.
You need to. You need to, Niels. It's really good. I mean, if you like the old school, like Wizards and Warriors and Dragons and shit, like Skyrim's better, but Oblivion's really good.
Well, the last game I played was Heroes of Might and Magic.
Huh.
Right.
I haven't played
Fallout
that.
4 for life, man.
Fallout 4 is the shit, because you can mod Fallout 4, and you can turn all of the fucking Death Claws into the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ah!
The Thomas the Tank Engine mod for Skyrim.
Yeah,
I've seen it. My buddy has it.
you can turn the dragons. You can turn the dragons in Skyrim into the Macho Man Randy Savage.
It's one of my favorite things. In I don't have the mod myself, but it's one of my favorite meme videos. Just seeing all the dragons as Thomas the Tank Engine flying around, going.
Oh, jeez.
Do you
have a
remember? No, I think he's just a human kazoo.
Yeah.
But you guys remember Doom, of course, right?
Yes.
Doom, yes.
There was a mod for that game where you could turn all the creatures into Barney the dinosaur.
That was the best mod ever.
I know, all right? That was fucking awesome.
Get the
That is
chainsaw out
awesome.
and go to town.
Yeah.
There's a mod for Doom that I probably shouldn't get into, actually.
Do it. You cannot get in more trouble on this thing than I have. Do it.
turns all the demons
You brought it
into
up, Badger.
sexy
Go for it.
demons.
This is it's okay on my channel. It'll never be monetized, so I don't give a shit.
It turns all the demons into sexy demons that you kill by sexing them.
Hey,
Awesome.
Shaggy.
What is this sex of which you speak?
Hey,
For real, Diana.
Well, Diana, it's only for procreation.
I asked him if there's
That
any
explains
questions, and
everything. Okay.
Don says, "Why am I a badger?"
How the fuck he was born that way? Come on.
All the other costumes were taken.
Lady Gaga, I say I was born this way.
He just got here from Narnia. What the fuck?
Concrete Thought says, "Oh, so it's a dildo." No, everyone says it's a dildo. It's a bottle of beer. All right.
I swear to God, Duke, if you make me spit fucking scotch out of my mouth, I am driving to your place and kicking you in the balls.
There will be no wasting.
And yes, I am wearing my ale drinking jacket.
Are you wearing pants?
No.
That's the more important question.
He's a badger. They don't have to wear pants. They just wear shirts.
That's right.
Cameras
He's
are
like in the
off,
cartoons.
clothes don't matter.
I'm fully retractable, thank you.
Oh my god.
I don't
Classic.
even know where to go with that one.
Not with a
Derailed. You have
39
derailed.
foothold.
You're not supposed to derail your own shows, buddy. Come on.
Aw.
Wait a minute. This is my show. You're just, well, you know what I mean. Guest of honor, we'll say.
Thought, I mean, you
It's
could
only
use
loosely
it
your
as a
show,
dildo if you
Neil.
want. You could use
Badger,
it as a
why,
dildo if
Badger,
you
why
want,
is your avatar
Concrete
holding a dildo?
Thought. Everyone's
what I
asking me
thought.
that. It's not a dildo.
It
It's
looks
a
like
bottle.
one.
It's like a
You
big
could
red one.
use it as it's a bottle. You could use it as a dildo if you want, but
It
that's
look-
not its
That'd be
primary
adventurous.
function.
Your
Anything's a
body
dildo if you're
resolution.
brave enough.
It looks like a godless
How about
Iowan
my
dildo.
cactus?
How?
Everything looks like a dildo to Iowan.
I'm just telling you, it looks like a butt plug dildo. That's all I know.
Okay, we need a clarification. Looks like or is when it comes to Godless Iowan.
I think everything is a dildo.
Have you guys seen
Iowa,
that have you guys seen that video, or what is it, a video or a meme where this girl makes bath bombs and she puts butt plugs in them for people as gifts?
What? Seriously?
Yes, it's
So
great.
You gotta blow
Hey,
the
it's
thing up, and
Jaggers
then
and
you get
Stags.
a surprise in there, kind of like a
Well, no,
Kinder
you-
egg or something.
No, you throw it in your bath when you're in the bath, and then all of a sudden now there's a butt plug for you to play with in the bathtub. Give it to people
Oh.
for gifts.
Right.
like a Kinder
Because
egg.
duckies are so passe now.
Surprise.
Hey, did you guys see the ducky the other day? Who posted it? She posted a picture of a ducky with a dildo built onto it.
Oh dear.
Oh,
It was
no.
snarky.
Frustrated
I think it was
atheist, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, it was on one of Iowan's threads, of course.
No,
Where
it
is
was
frustrated atheist?
It was snarky. I'm pretty sure it was snarky. Or I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Mrs. Snarky that did
I
that.
think so too. Because I posted the song. And somebody was like, "What's the purpose of this?" And it's like, "Well, that seems self-evident."
Jags, you have to obey. You have to obey the recommendations, dude.
In my recommended videos right now, as I watch, this is up next. This video. What video?
This video.
This one that we're in right now.
It's because you had that
Don't
prior
break-
stream.
Don't break the fourth wall.
Careful, Nacho. The fourth wall. Yeah.
What are you, Deadpool?
No, Chicken
It got
doesn't
quiet.
run. That's a lie.
I miss Nacho. We need him here with his crazy abbies.
Yeah.
He's got a fake voice,
I've
though.
got a topic of conversation for when he gets here, actually.
Well, he's in the Jehovah's Witness protection program, dude.
I'm in the Mormon protection program.
I'm in the Badger Protection Program.
With a dildo.
Smoking a dildo.
I will have you know, there is a Badger Protection Program.
Is there?
It's known as the opposition to the Badger cull. Because what we have is we have the UK government trying to kill off all the badgers and a load of environmental activists trying to prevent the people who the UK government has hired to kill off all the badgers from killing off all the badgers.
I hate to say this, but Britain needs to take care of the cats.
Everyone needs to take care of the cats.
Fuck,
No,
dude.
no,
Have you ever
like-
been to
like,
the Middle
as in-
East?
as in-
Cats
as
are
in
fucking
take out.
everywhere.
As in, take out.
Well, the problem with the cats is there's all the stray cats.
Yeah, they're killing everything.
Yeah, they keep
Yes,
coming in the garden and eating the fucking birds.
They're
If I had the
killing
ability,
everything there.
if I had the ability to shoot lasers out of my eyes, there would be no stray cats in my neighborhood.
Hey, now.
I'm just joking.
I would do that for coyotes. There's so many around here.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see-
we got him here. Lots.
I used to be nah, the cats are lovely. They're all nice. Nothing wrong with the cats. But then they came in and started eating all the fucking wildlife in the garden. So
Yeah, that's a problem.
I started off with one of those sound guns. You know, the ones that make the ultrasonic sound that the cats can hear, and it's supposed to
Yeah, like
scare
a,
them.
a hormone moaning. Yeah.
I opened. The cat was in the garden stalking the birds, and I opened fire with one of these sound guns. And you know what happened?
The cat flipped you off.
The cat just looked up at me like, "The fuck was that noise?"
Exactly.
Is that supposed to bother me? Try it again, human.
The coyotes are so bad out here. I'm actually a bounty hunter for coyotes.
Are you really?
Did
Yes.
you see the episode of Joe Rogan where he had the guy that was the coyote expert on there?
Negative.
Apparently, when you coyotes, every night they all howl out and they remember each other's howls.
Yes,
And-
that's correct. That's very correct.
And if you kill off a coyote and they don't hear that howl that night, they go into like a breeding overload and they breed twice as much.
They'll go look for it first.
You know they're breeding with fucking wolves now. Around here they are. They have a breed called Kyolv.
Wait,
I've
I
heard of
didn't
Kyle.
think they were that closely related. They are?
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Some of them are.
But they can still
Okay.
interbreed. So
Yeah, the northern ones are. The ones down here, there's no wolves down here, so.
See, that disproves evolution because the whole dog kind.
Yeah.
that's right.
Show me a non-dog kind. What the fuck is a non-dog kind?
Okay, how about a cat? That's a non-dog kind.
That's a cat, though.
Yeah, I know. But he said show him a non-dog kind. And,
Well, a cat is a
Define
non-dog.
non-dog.
yeah, fish is another one. Bird is
not a-
another one.
That's not,
Unless
that's
the
not a
fish is a
non-dog.
dog.
Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
Dogs are fish, so technically.
Well,
yeah, a dog is a fish that decided
suppose
to grow
that's-
legs and crawl out on land.
We
I
all
know.
carry oats.
But
We
yeah.
all carry oats, guys. We all carry oats.
If anyone asks you for a transitional form, just say the dogfish.
Cat dog, the cartoon.
Oh, that was a great cartoon. Anyway, here's one that's really good. I like this.
There it is.
This fucking guy here,
Which one?
Scott True. I guess he's a U.S. guy, an American,
Yeah.
and he's got the Israeli flag there too, which that's
Cool.
fine. I lived in Israel for 2.5 years.
Star of David is awesome.
I've heard of Israel.
Yeah, it's that little tiny country that's all green, and everything else around it is all brown.
Yeah, it's the only place in the
That's
Middle East that has
racist.
no oil.
It's not racist, you bastard. All right, so it says look up. He says look up theoretical tachyon particles, like this is some kind of Star Trek fucking episode.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it's
man.
for universe by design. I'm like,
Well,
okay, I'm busy in a stream, so give me a fucking link, you bitch.
Tell them to
I'll
look
it
up metaphysical substrates or some shit.
He's
Yeah.
not going after
I-
that
I-
Italian
I did
paper,
that
is
earlier.
he? The one that
Was
was
it-
retracted?
I'm thinking
Yeah, I was gonna
too.
say,
It's exactly what I was thinking.
yeah, weren't tachyons just like they were theoretical, but they were
Tachyon.
disproven, right?
Oh, he answered me. He goes, "Sorry, I can't be your study partner." Oh, I feel kind
Sorry,
Well, hey.
damn it.
I was taught to do stuff. I was taught to do
Whatever,
stuff for
shut
myself.
up, guy.
Yeah, I get you.
Seriously.
Stop reading science fiction. The world is not the
Yeah.
Watchmen.
Theoretical tachyon particles. So you're not even looking at real tachyons.
Citation, please.
That's what I said originally.
In,
It's like,
in the
look
words
at
of Lord Croco Squirrel, citation fucking needed.
Well,
All right, I will be right back.
weren't tachyons like this idea that there was like a particle that moved faster than light, but then
Yeah, that's
they
it.
could, but
Yeah, I
then
think
it was
so.
disproven, wasn't it?
How did
Uh,
they find? How did they see it? It was just like they caught it in like some images and just created a big huge story behind it, didn't they?
There was an Italian group that thought they found some, but it turned out to be an error in calculation, if I remember correctly.
You're
Was this
talking
a-
about
was this a
the photon that
mathematical?
travels in light
Hang on.
Yeah,
that
it's,
the Italians detected.
Yeah,
There was a calibration problem between their two sensors, and once they
calibration.
accounted
That's
for
it.
that,
Okay. I know. I knew I had the initial letter right. Calibration, calculation.
So what were they detecting then?
they were. So a tachyon is a photon traveling backwards in time.
Gotcha.
Traveling faster than light means traveling backwards in time. So if you go faster than light, you are traveling backwards in time. Therefore, a photon becomes a tachyon if it exceeds the speed of light
Yeah.
With relativity, right?
because of relativity.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're talking
Fair,
about
we
special
don't know
relativity
it breaks
here.
down at those scales, so we're not really sure that all of this is correct or not. But the important thing is that they thought it was a tachyon because they thought it was going faster than the speed of light, and then they went, "Oh no, wait! Somebody forgot to calibrate this."
Come to
That's
find out, it was a
hilarious.
Cheeto. It was a Cheeto. Yeah, gotcha.
It always helps to calibrate your equipment before you start to take results that you're going to use, in a paper somewhere.
That would make too much
Fortunately,
sense, Diana.
They only reached the point of making a public press announcement, not trying to publish a paper based on the results.
You know what?
So management fishing for funds basically pushed them to release info too soon.
You know what, Puff? You need to be on every stream, Puff. You're like Encyclopedia and Annika.
Yahoo!
If it's useless knowledge,
Pearl armor.
I really wish that the whole promotion thing, the media thing, would just stay the hell away from science, because it just does no good.
But what about pseudoscience and woo and stuff?
Waterfalls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Waterfalls.
jeez. Jilly juice waterfalls, huh?
Don't go chasing waterfalls, dude.
Oh, that's my quote on that one.
Hey, Prince wrote that.
Yeah, it's a good song, man.
Prince wrote that.
Yeah, too bad that
I
girl
know he
died.
did. Yeah, just kind of hot.
What amazes me about the jelly juice is the hypernatremia that you
Whoa!
from this stuff.
When did we Who started talking about that garbage?
I did.
Wait. Just hold back. Put on the brakes a second.
Here, let me turn
What
off
are we
the whole
talking about now?
Do you know about the
Jelly
jelly
juice.
juice?
Let's
No.
flip the script and go B17.
Okay.
Let's go B17. B17.
What the fuck is jelly juice?
Oh,
To
okay,
summarize
there's
as
this-
efficiently as possible, there's this woman named Jilly. She is fucking insane. She's created a cult around the notion that you need to make a quasi-fermented drink out of
cabbage
water,
and salt.
cabbage or kale, and
Okay.
salt. It's
Yeah,
something
like out the wazoo.
it is.
So much
it
salt,
is-
it's poisoning.
It is saltier than the Dead Sea.
Mhm.
And I've been there, and that's pretty hard to do.
And you make this and you drink it by the gallon. And the goal is to reach the point where instead of pooping, you are having what they call waterfalls.
Which is actually explosive diarrhea.
Yes.
Hang on. $10 says that Rain Florence injects some of that jelly juice up her ass.
Oh, I don't know. I can't say that I know that from anything, but sure, maybe.
Who's
That
Rain
is
Florence?
really all you need to know about Jilly Juice, Bad Tempered
Look, Duke, you're gonna love it. Look her up.
But yeah, look her
I have
on
another question.
Facebook.
Actually.
I'm in
talks to people on
love.
Facebook.
I'm in love. Every time I see Rain Florence videos, I always do the little smiley face with hearts in the eyes. Yeah, I love her.
I
Rain
have another
Florence?
question actually, and this is something I've been wondering for a while now.
Yes, dear.
It's been sort of in the back of my mind, and occasionally just gets brought to the forefront by something that I hear. What the fuck is kale?
Oh, kale
It's a
is
green.
it's another brassica. It is close. It is
It's
actually
like
the
seaweed.
same. It's the same species as cabbage. It's just a different cultivar. If you know
It's-
what.
It's cabbage for rich hoity-toity people who want to talk about eating kale.
You got it. Yeah.
Diet water.
Yeah.
It's diet water.
This diet water,
It's
excellent.
fucking,
The
yeah,
only
yeah,
time,
diet water.
the only time I've seen it was in a
Water's so
sketch.
fattening.
The only time I've seen it was in a comedy sketch show called Dentally Challenged.
I think I've seen that.
Dentally.
And-
I have to look this up.
They're they're talking about kale chips.
Oh God.
It's apparently a great source of vitamin K.
I'll
Yeah,
give
it
you
is.
an example of the humor in Dentally Challenged. It's
Vitamin
an
K.
excellent comedy series. You should watch it. But there's a bit where the dentist, Dr. Kleinman, is asleep in the toilet of his dental practice, and one of his dental assistants is banging on the door, going, "Derek!" And he wakes up and he's like, "All right, give me a minute to start hating myself." There it is. And then, then he walks out the door drinking a bottle of mouthwash. And the assistant's looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, this isn't actually mouthwash. It's vodka that I've put blue food coloring in."
Oh,
Reminds me of the Amazing
Genius.
Jonathan.
Genius. I love it.
So Rain Florence is a webcam model.
She's on you or what is that?
You porn?
Yeah, that porn thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's right next door to Pornhub and X Hamster.
Yeah.
X Hamster. Who the fuck came up with that name?
Richard Gere.
Neil,
like
will you invite the pig in?
Why does
Which
Russ
pig?
want in? Russ, frustrated. No, you know why? I like seeing him squirm.
I know, but
You
he
son
always,
of a bitch.
he always bitches though. And he's just quitting
I
smoking.
know.
Have some sympathy, man.
No, I could take up smoking and give it up.
Yeah, what the hell does a badger smoke?
Whatever a badger
Only
wants.
the best forest herbs.
Okay, Bilbo, what the hell are you smoking?
Bilbo.
The last of the long bottom weed, my fine.
Yeah, right? Friggin' Limbus and shit.
Isn't that the name of the guy in Family Guy with the really large chin? Is it Longbottom or something? Yeah, the English dude or the British dude that's always in Family Guy and he's got the really huge lower jaw.
Probably something like that.
Like him?
I have no idea.
He's probably called either Longbottom or something like Teeth McGee or something like that.
No, Teeth McGee. I think it's Neville Longbottom or something like that. Like
Well, that's
actually.
Harry
No,
Potter.
that's in Harry Potter, dude.
Harry
I
Potter.
know, but it's something like that. Fuck,
Well,
you
it's
guys
not that.
You guys are all army. Holy fuck, guys! Jeez, put down the swords. What's going on?
Hashtag triggered. Holy fuck.
That's in Harry Potter.
Either
Don't
they
fuck
really
with
love or really hate Harry Potter, and either way, they want it gone.
But
I
you
like
gotta
that.
admit, Moaning Myrtle was
He
hot,
says he's
okay?
called something Bottom Tooth.
Something bottom
Bottom
tooth.
tooth.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Snaggletooth?
Hey, exit stage left.
And Snagglepuss.
Oh well, yeah, right. Snaggletooth was in Star Wars. That's right.
It's
Diana,
Bottom Tooth.
define irony.
James William Bottom Tooth the third.
The
James
third.
William Bottom Tooth the third. That's what did you Google it?
Yeah.
You're
Well,
much
what do you
No,
think
smarter than I am.
he sent a email.
He sent him an email. I just sent a fictional character an email.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't watch Family Guy, so I
Esquire.
had to look it up.
It's okay. I'm a fictional character too.
Well,
Oh,
I
look
used
at
to
this
talk to
guy.
fictional characters all the time when I was in the church.
Yeah, me too. Every time we do Passover, and there's always this part in Passover where you put out the extra cup of wine for Elijah, who is apparently going to come through and drink the wine. And of course, the wine always disappeared.
Wait, is that the
It's
guy
actually
with
my
the
uncle.
bears, or is that the guy that went up to heaven?
Oh, just shush. Just hang on. I'm finished. Or I'm not finished. Hang on. I think it's the guy that went up to heaven, Elijah.
Oh,
that you're
okay,
talking
okay.
about. Anyway, so
Yeah.
he comes in, and he apparently comes in and he takes part in your seder, and he drinks the wine. And I was always a believer in that because every time I turned around, that fucking wine glass was empty. Of course, I was 6, 7, 8 years old at the time.
Yeah, you didn't
But-
see Grandpa slosh though.
No, it was always my Uncle Steve. My Uncle Steve was always the one over there drinking it. And I'm like,
Hell
haven't you
yeah.
had enough? I got older and I was like, holy shit, you're a lush. Coming and drinking poor Elijah's wine all the time.
So it's worth pointing out that Elijah's both.
Oh,
He got to go to heaven
okay, there you go.
after. He got to go to
After
heaven
the
after
bear.
he sicked bears on children.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
hey,
Who was setting bears on children?
Well,
Thank
we're
you,
in the
name.
subject-
Laughed at him for being bald.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
While
sense.
we're in the subject of holidays, Neil, what's the holiday this week? The Jewish holiday this week. My landlord's office is closed again.
Oh, well, Yom Kippur is the
That
day
was-
of repentance.
That was last week.
That was last week. Well, there was Rosh Hashanah, then Yom Kippur, and what might be going on now, because the Jewish calendar is a lunar calendar, so it has 13 months.
Correct.
That equals 13. But anyways,
Right.
it might be Sukkot, which is the
Oh!
harvest.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Which isn't really a
Not-
big, huge recognized holiday. So
What do you
Yeah,
do
the-
then?
this guy recognizes
just-
every one of them because he gets to close his office.
of course, I used to use that excuse just to get out of work sometimes.
Mhm.
Oh, it's this Jewish holiday. I can't be here today. My boss would be like, what? Okay, sure, whatever. But anyway, I used to quite often to get out of work. But I'm not a slacker like I used to be.
Right.
But yeah, it's Sukkot. That what they do is they get the kid. They build like a grass hut, like you see on Gilligan's Island, and then they put like fruit horns and shit inside, and hang mangoes and dates and all kinds of shit from the walls. And you eat lots of fruit and you drink wine. And every Jewish holiday's got some reason to drink wine.
So that's this. So signifying the end of harvest season, or the beginning of the end. Yes.
No, wait,
Yes.
no, wait. Are you supposed to live in this hut overnight,
No,
or is
well, I
that
don't know.
Purim?
Maybe it's optional. I don't know. Well,
I'm
Purim
trying-
is usually in the springtime, and that's
Right.
basically the Jewish version of Halloween, where everyone dresses up. And the whole idea behind dressing up is so that you don't recognize each other once you've had too much wine. See, again with the wine. And in Purim, if you're in Jerusalem in Purim and you're wandering around the streets, all the Hasidic or ultra-religious Jews, if they see you walking around in the streets, they will fucking literally grab you off the street, pull you in there, shove 2 or 3 bottles of wine in your hand, and I was 15 at the time, and they will tell you to get in there and start dancing. It is the best shit ever. You just
Wait.
get shit-faced.
Where's this? Where's
And
this? I
free
need to
food.
know. I need to know.
Jerusalem in the old city, the Shuk. Yeah, and I woke up on the side of the highway with a couple of buddies of mine, fucking hungover as fuck, eating pomegranates because we had nothing else. And you tell me how easy it is to eat
Upside
fucking
down man.
pomegranates when you're hungover on the side of the highway in 35 fucking degree weather, and you're sitting there and you're going, oh my fucking god, all I got is pomegranates. You have to pick each little red bugger out of that fucking thing.
Yes.
Oh man. And I'm like, how the hell did we even end up on the side of the highway? Like, I don't remember fuck all from that. It was great.
Upside down man, how you doing?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Wait, I want to do my stereotypical Aussie accent imitations here. Time to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Fuck, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Fuck off, eh?
G'day.
The fuck off was good.
That's not a knife. That's a knife. There you go. All my Aussie experience comes from fucking, what's his nipple there? That fucking Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
Well, Paul Hogan is the ultimate. He's the ultimate Australian.
Oh,
He's
my
the best.
Australian voice is the sniper from
I
TV.
know.
He's the best besides Steve Irwin.
I was gonna say, yeah, I wouldn't put him above Steve Irwin. He's not even close.
No, fucking awesome. And is, you know, the one thing that would have saved his life: sunscreen. Stopped harmful rays.
Oh,
Too soon.
good God, all fucking mighty! Holy jumped up ball headed
I
Jesus!
thought it was Don that was doing the bad puns.
Yeah.
Normally, I just thought I'd slide one in there. Sorry, Don. I didn't mean to take you. Oh, I think
That's
he's,
what
I
the
think
Ray
he's
did.
gone.
We know he's Don. That's his name.
Okay,
no. I think he's
I did a
gone.
little- I did a little wikiing here, and yeah, I guess you eat meals inside the sukkah, and some people
Yeah.
sleep there as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
fine.
did when we were kids. We'd put our sleeping bags in there in the backyard. We'd build one, and usually by the end of the day, the neighborhood kids had ripped it down, but we slept in the shreds that were left of it. So basically, we threw grass over it. We had this weird fucking shaped monkey bar system in the backyard as kids, so we just threw grass over top of that.
So you make a tent and eat fruit.
Yep. He was a very
Okay.
happy fruit.
Sounds like a decent holiday. Why not?
Oh, you know what? They're all kind of fun in their own way, but you just, when I started studying for my bar mitzvah, which was a riot because my voice was changing. So that was pretty fun. It's a Baruch, and everyone's like, pointing. I'm like, oh, great. This is
I don't know. Maybe that's the point of the bar mitzvah, when it is, so that everybody can laugh at you when your voice is breaking.
Exactly. Anyway, so, I forgot where I was going with this. So, we would, every holiday has some fun element to it, right? So there's always something I could take away from it that, I still go and I do Passover meals with my family. They're all pray, and they could. It's your turn to read, Neil. I'm like, pass. You can go next. They're used to it now. They don't care anymore. My mom, even though I've been talking about being an atheist for like the last 10 years, my mom's been going, I didn't realize you were actually an atheist. I'm like,
But that's funny because my entire family is like, you're not an atheist. You just think you're an atheist.
Yeah.
You were born again when you were young. You can't undo that. You're just in rebellion.
You can't undo it. Yeah. Like it's a pair of pants that you put on and can never take off.
Well, dude, if that turns out to be true, I hit the lottery because that means I get to do all the things I want to do and I still get to get in. I mean,
I wouldn't call that winning the lottery.
Yeah, me either. I was just going to say that.
Don't shit in my cornflakes, Puff.
Dude, you're going to die. You're going to go to heaven. You're going to go, where's Puff? Where's Nacho? Where's Diana?
Fun people.
And then Ray Comfort's going to walk up and
shove a banana up your ass.
You want a banana?
Thomason.
Yeah, they won't keep me around very long, though. That's the thing. Like, I'll only be there. I'll be there a total of 10 minutes, and they'll be like, "You can't stay."
No, you're forgetting. Once you're in heaven, God purges away all of those elements of your personality.
That's true.
Oh, well, then it won't matter.
So you're not you anymore.
No, you'll still be locked away. That's the part they always leave out.
Yeah.
You'll still be locked away in your own mind. Aware.
Here's my question, though.
Give you a blowjob. Heavenly.
Could heaven
Well,
ever
okay, Neil, but you got to set that. You got to set it aside for after the stream.
Could heaven ever really be heaven with Eve Kaninen in it?
No.
Seriously.
If she's there and I end up there, I'm leaving.
I've said it before. Just about every time somebody's described heaven to me, I've gone, damn, I chose the right side.
Yeah.
Right. If you're
I still have my Mormon friends saying that they'll look for me.
Well, hey, it'll be a nice pastime.
I wrote an entire blog article about that, about why heaven is terrifying as fuck.
Oh fuck! You're no longer yourself. You lose your free will.
Yeah.
You're a
nobody
that you give a shit about is there with you, right? Not that you can even remember. Like, what if you're a mother whose son is an atheist ends up in hell? Is she gonna have to sit up there for eternity, going, "Oh my God, my son"?
Depends on which apologist.
They're all like that guy that was like
one at a time, guys. One at a time.
On Stephen Hawkins, that creepy guy with the uniform. He's like, he's in hell. He knows.
Yeah, that guy. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Wasn't it Aquinas, I think, who wrote that the joy of heaven will be contemplating the sufferings of the damned?
Yes.
I can't remember if it was Aquinas or Augustine, but yeah, one of those.
It was Augustine.
Jackasses.
I'm 99% sure it was Augustine.
I only remember that it's one of the early ones that began with A.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I always get them confused anyway.
He talks about it in God Is Not Great. Hitchens does.
Yes, yeah.
That's right. I have the book over there.
I will actually.
I have it on audio. I've got the conclusion almost memorized.
I have audio too.
I will actually have to get a copy of it. I had read my ex's copy when we were together, but that was, like 12 years ago. She took the copy with her, so, oh well.
It's great. I actually prefer Harris's stuff, but it's great.
Oh, I like Harris's too, but I very much like Hitchens. Hitchens is one of my
I
all-time
miss
favorites.
Hitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
There was none so eloquent as he.
Did you ever get to meet him,
He
Badger,
could speak.
being over
man.
there?
He could speak.
Uh-oh. Badger, did you pass out? What's going on, buddy?
OD'd on the dildo.
The Badger.
Hey! Badger! Wakey, wakey! Well,
Come out of your hole.
It's like really late there for him, so I'm amazed he made it this far, but I think he passed out. Sorry, guys, I think Badger passed out. The guest of honor has left the conscious world.
Or he's on the dunny.
Or he's grabbing
What
some
the
rice.
hell is a dunny?
Toilet. Get with the times, buddies.
Oh my god.
I vaguely remember him saying something like, "I'll be right back." But...
Oh, okay. Then I'm just a complete idiot.
Either that or
totally
Duke
missed
is
that.
hallucinating again.
Yes, it could be either. I don't
We
take
could
meds.
all be Duke's hallucination.
Yes, I don't take meds, and I probably should.
Why?
Huh?
Why should you take meds?
Because I'm
Here.
insane.
Here, I got some meds for you. Right here.
Open that can.
Comes
No,
in a
I don't
bag.
do that. I don't do that hippie shit, man.
Shit.
Tree hugging
we-
hippie
Were you
shit.
living in the 70s or something?
We cannot be friends
honestly-
anymore.
I'm just kidding. No, honestly though, like weed makes me have panic attacks.
Oh, I used to have
my.
those.
That's unfortunate,
Terrible.
buddy.
Like bad panic attacks. Like I will like have to lock myself in my room, turn all the lights off,
Really?
sit in the middle of the room.
You're
Like
not
it's
from
it's
people.
ridiculous bad.
Paranoia.
I learned that I was doing
I
it with the
really
wrong
relaxed.
people, and that's what I was getting at. Oh, yeah.
No, I mean I
Yeah,
have
that-
extreme paranoia to begin with. Like I'm very paranoid to begin with, so that shit just magnifies it like 100-fold.
Paranoia.
man.
What's that behind you?
That's icky doo doo.
Oh no. That's my Italian lover. He's
What are
waiting
you
for me to
afraid
get
of,
done with
Duke?
this.
What are you afraid of, Duke? What's your fears?
He's waiting.
Afraid of?
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not exactly a fear of anything in particular. It's just a magnified sense of anxiety that sticks with me all the time.
Well, just remember
of what?
that
Of anything. I don't have to have anything to be anxious about. 99% of my day.
Consciousness or what?
No, that's
Like
just the way anxiety can work.
Just keep in
99% of my day is just deep breathing exercises. I'm super paranoid about what people like. I'm super paranoid that I've offended somebody. That I'm I'm
Don't
weird.
ever
Like
be offended or pointed or worried about that.
Yeah, but that's what makes you so endearing. And keep in mind that just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not all out to get you.
oh, I know that. I keep that in mind all the time.
Do you have
Yeah,
social
okay.
anxiety?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm contrary to what I might seem like, I'm really, really introverted.
Yeah, I could tell.
Like out in the world, I'm really super introverted. Like I don't if I go I used to sing in a choir. I knew everybody in the choir, and I was friends with everybody in the choir. And they did a potluck one time, and we got done, and I had brought food, and I walked to the door, and everybody was in there having a good time, and I just walked down the stairs and left because I couldn't go in.
I'm the
Wow.
same way.
I have. I'm just a weird guy, but I'm a weird guy. Like I'm paranoid about what people think about me until I find out what they think about me. So if somebody's like, "I don't like you," then I'm fine with it.
You're
up
an
until the point-
investigator.
Up until I find out what's going on, it bothers me.
You're an
So
investigator.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a nutcase.
I've never given a shit what anyone thinks of life. So maybe you should come to the school of Neil, and I'll teach you the ways of not giving a fuck.
You sound like an Enneagram 5, Duke.
What's that?
You never taken the Enneagram test?
No.
I have no idea what that is.
It's kind of like the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs.
I've taken the Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, so it's like there's a new one that's the Enneagram, and it has 9 different sections, and you can have wings and stuff. You seem like a 5
Sounds like always.
I don't know.
with wings.
Aren't those just like fun games or something, or do they really mean anything?
See, I think it's woo, but it's fun woo because it's like not harmful.
Oh, yeah, if it's not gonna, who gives a shit? I take those little quizzy things all the time. Actually, you know what? One of them said we can guess your age, and they came within 2 years. I was pretty impressed. Well, sure, but that's not what happened.
Oh.
But, anyone could try if they want. I might break their arm, but
Nobody ever gets my age right. They either think I'm 40 or 80.
Just tell them you're somewhere in between.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm halfway in between, but that's beside the point.
What are you cutting?
Oh, broccoli.
The cat.
Oh. Poor Sylvia.
Did you guys read The Righteous Mind?
I have not.
By
No, I have not read that.
It's brilliant. But there's a website that it recommends that'll like show you your innate prejudices against different groups of people by the way you answer questions and the time it takes to answer the questions. And I did it, and it is like, it's a trip. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, you're biased, though.
Yeah, it shows you your biases.
No, you are biased. On the
Yeah,
test,
I'm
not
biased.
the test.
Dude, we all are.
Well, that's the point. That's the point of the test. Like the whole thing proves that, like, even if you think you have no biases, like subconsciously they're there.
I
And
can't
it
be
shows-
racist. The thing is, I can't be racist. I can't be racist. I have a black cat, so there it goes.
Well, I can't be racist because I'm only white from the waist up.
Whoa.
I wonder what he meant by that.
It's like Ezekiel 23:20.
I am the Egyptians, exactly. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. I'm glad we're on the same page, everybody.
He meant that due to certain Eastern interactions that his ancestors had, downstairs it's itty bitsy eeny meeny.
Somebody's projecting.
Little Petey. Oh, Duke. Always the entertaining one, aren't you?
Yes.
I try.
He stirs the pot, that's for sure.
Remember, though, those who stir the pot often have to lick the spoon. So,
sounds kinky.
I know.
That sounds like my kind of kink.
Sounds pretty shitty to me. Well, that's what I mean. Stir the shit pot. Sorry, I neglected to mention that.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Bad
So yeah, I started my new job today.
Oh, fun.
Brand spanking new. I'm working with a bunch of Catholics, which is strange here in Utah.
Yeah.
It is so weird.
Yeah.
It is so weird. They're Hispanic, Latinos, but
I thought all the Catholics were in Maryland.
right?
I thought they were in Boston.
Oh, well,
Delaware.
I thought they were in Italy. Never mind.
Yeah, it was kind of eye opening for them, anyways. Talking to me. So
Catholics are a trip because either they're super religious or they don't give a fuck at all. It's like one or the other. I've dated two girls.
Exactly.
I've dated two girls that were Catholic since I moved down to Florida, and both of them were like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit. Oh, you're an anti-theist? Yeah, I think it's all bullshit too. But I like going to church and whatever. It's like they're cultural. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's like they go there for like the family experience. That's it.
Yep, many of them identify as cultural nowadays.
It kind of goes on the Jewish community too, doesn't it, Neil?
You know what? I'll tell you right now. Though I hear my relatives all the time saying, "Oh, thank God this," or "Oh, you've done this. That's you'll be blessed," or shit like my blood donations and all that. They're like, "Oh, you're going to be good at God's," whatever. I'm like, yeah. You see the shirt I'm wearing that says "heathen"? I don't believe this bullshit. What are you talking about? And they all just laugh at me. But they don't give a shit anyway. It's okay. I don't care. Basically they are more traditional than religious. Not many of them still go to synagogue. My sister, however, married a fella that is studying rabbinical nonsense, and he wears the hat and all that shit, like the Orthodox.
Like the Hasidic?
Not quite the Hasidic, but the ultra-Orthodox that are like the step below Hasidic.
Oh, like my landlord. Okay.
They have the nice hats that they wear that are really expensive. Not the ones with the fucking fur around it. But
what about the Jerry curls coming down?
Like a Dick Tracy hat kind of thing.
Yeah. I knew a guy.
No. By the way, those are called payas, which is kind of funny, being Jews and all. Payas.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to go there, but I'm glad that you did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm the one that can do that, right? Anyway, yeah, and he's kind of rabbinical, so whenever I bring up atheistic type, he always gives me this look like, I'm like, oh, what do you do? Kick me out? I'm twice your fucking size.
Is he really big into the numerology?
No.
Ooh, I love the rabbinical numerology. Oh, the Kabbalah, the Maserat. Maserat's my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That is even more horse shit. Talk about Jew woo. That's what we call it.
I love that Maserat shit, though. That's like my favorite.
I damn near fell over laughing when I moved into this place. In the two buildings that constitute this apartment complex, neither of them has a unit number 13.
I would change my unit number to 13.
You know, the 13th apostle did kill himself, so, you know, whatever.
Russ thinks I'm being rude.
I'm in unit number 8, so changing to 13 isn't, doesn't make the most sense in the world. No. But yeah, I cannot believe this. 12, 11, 12, 14, 15. It's like, oh my God! It's been years since I've seen anything like that.
The best laugh I had, one of the best laughs I ever had, is like growing up. I grew up in the Satanic Panic. And my family were hardcore independent Baptists, so they were all about the Satanic Panic.
Oh boy!
And
what's the Satanic Panic?
There was a thing in the 80s. Well, it started in the late 70s and it moved into the 80s. A lady wrote a book. What was it? Angelus Remembers or Sarah Remembers, something like that. But she had brought up that there were these satanic cults that were sacrificing children, and there was this like big scare here in the States that there were thousands of underground satanic cults that were doing all this crazy stuff. And one of the people that like the church talked about all the time was Anton LaVey and the Church of Satan. And they lived in utter fear of this man, right? And so once I got grown and YouTube came around, I was like, I'm gonna look this guy up, see what's going on. So I looked him up.
He's so cool.
Yeah. I looked him up, and so I watched him talk about his shtick, and I was like, okay, it's just atheistic hedonism, right? That's just more or less what it is. With more steps. And then I watched the footage of him doing his like fucking ceremonies and laughed my full fucking head off because he's there in this like cape with the hood and the little white freaking. Oh yeah, but he's there with the little plastic horns on his cape and shit. And I was like, dude, these guys are LARPing. It's literally like
it's Aleister Crowley.
Yeah. Well, Crowley actually believed in that he was an Aeon. Like Crowley actually created Thelema.
Well, the whole magic.
What is LARPing?
LARPing is live action role play.
Oh, okay.
In quadraphonic sound.
Lightning bolt,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I laughed my ass off. I was like, dude, the guy's a geek. I mean, I love him to death, but the guy's he's a D&D geek. That's all it was. It was like...
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. I actually have Aleister Crowley's preferred tarot deck sitting right over there.
Nice.
Really?
Yes, it's the Thoth deck.
Oh,
Crowley was a trip.
I really liked him. I love his woo.
I had the Rider-Waite. I was very vanilla.
I fell for that shit for years.
So did I.
I never got into it. Like I went straight from once I left religion, I didn't want anything to do with any of it anymore. which is one of the reasons why I never picked up a Satanic Bible or any of that stuff. I probably should give it a read, but
I used to have a Satanic Bible. I loved it. It was humorous.
I'm still kind of into Woo. You could ask Nacha.
I used to pretend some of the Woo stuff, try to get laid.
All right.
Didn't work all that often, but just kept me busy.
Oh, it's
It's time for some 604 show and tell.
All right.
First up here, because I love the artwork.
That's what I love too.
It's too bad a name took off because I have the Dragon Tarot.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes. See, it's very pretty. Oh wait. What the fuck? Who's been fucking with my
You
deck?
always have something to show.
I know, right? Always. See, like the artwork is pretty damn cool. That's for sure. Yeah. Like,
Pull out the Fool card.
Fool? Okay. You back with us, Badger? Did you just have a power nap? Oh, okay. Are you gonna make me dig for the fucking Fool?
I want the Fool.
Well, you can't have the Fool. It'll break up my deck. Did I just say? I said deck, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
It's fine. Did I
Just
respond?
check.
No.
No.
You said
that's
deck.
true. You'd have been over it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A few of us responded. You said the other one.
Let me see.
Hi, Diana.
Queen of Cups, Queen of Coins. The Sun, Ten of Wands. What the fuck? I don't know.
You lost the Fool.
Yeah, he is the Fool.
Wait. There's the Ten of Wands and not the Ten of Shillelaghs?
That's the Fool right there.
Can't see it. Move it
I'm
over.
having a hard time making it out. It's kind of blurry.
I know it's there you go, right there. It's
pretty cool.
That look?
Can you describe
Kind of
that?
looks like an Inane Dragon's fucking logo, doesn't it?
Oh, okay. So that is a dragon. Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh no, I have those in the other room.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh yeah, I have like 50 fucking copies of that one. All the different versions that they came out with. Anyways, yeah, and all the kids at Yu-Gi-Oh hate me because I have all the money and I keep buying all their cards. Anyway, the Thoth deck or Thoth or whatever, however the fuck you call it.
Thoth.
This was Aleister Crowley's favorite tarot deck.
The Hermes Trismegistus. There we go.
There's the back right there. The little fucking cross, and I always thought that the artwork for these was pretty neat. Like there you go, right there is death.
It is cool.
All right.
So
That would make a good tat.
Yeah, kind of would. Except I can't get tattoos. And then you got some form of a tree of knowledge kind of thing going on with this one with the 5 of whatever the fuck it is.
Wait a minute. Is that one of those Jordan Pierce things with
that's more like chakras.
Metatron's cube or something?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
Peterson
you're right.
does chakras?
Metaphysical
You're right,
substrates.
that is-
Oh,
You're right. It is more of a chakra thing there.
It's a
The
chakra
5
thing.
elements.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
enough about
so-
Peterson.
Read up, buddy. Read up. Well, this one is one of my favorites here. It's the Hermit. Just the whole. It's like broken glass or something, but it looks pretty cool.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. It's kind
Of a Picasso-esque.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But the artwork, it's just I was in school to be an art major at one time, and I was taking art history and all that shit. But, I just kept changing my mind. No, now I'm going to go to culinary school. Oh, well, maybe I don't want to do that. Oh, now I'm going to go into chemistry. And anyways, chemistry is what I ended up. Liberal arts. No.
Oh man, chemistry is great.
But anyways, I ended up getting my pseudo degree or whatever in. So it would be the equivalent to a bachelor's, but it was paid for by my companies.
Equivalent to a Badger degree.
It wasn't a Kent Hovind?
No.
Wasn't a Kent Hovind degree?
No. Girlfriend of mine who's into this shit gave me I Ching cards.
Oh my word!
yeah.
Beijing.
Restraint, or gathering together, or the cauldron. So there's automatically I see this one and I'm thinking, oh, you're already ripping off the fucking tarot.
Well, yeah, I'm really bad at those first two.
Revolution. Approach. I don't know. Apparently you have all kinds of things you can learn from this sort of thing.
I thought it wasn't real I Ching unless you threw the sticks.
No, it's the bones.
That's what bones. I said. No, that's something else.
Okay, roll the bones.
That's something.
Throw the bones.
I thought that was when you played dominoes with black guys.
No, or you could toss the pigs like frustrated.
There, if you want to know all about it, it's in the book that comes with it. So. But anyways, I still have all this fucking bullshit that was left over from the days of Woo. But I kept it because it's always good for referential, to go in if I need to reference something. It's always there.
Neil, do I remember that you had a conversation with Aaron at one time?
Yes, I was in a hangout with him.
Did any of this come up?
Yes,
because he was really big into the Woo as well.
Yes, and he's already promised to come on to my channel as well. I recently spoke with him through Patreon, and he's pretty busy right now. So once he sort of settles down a little bit, which I can't see happening anytime soon, but I'm hoping by sometime by the new year I'll have him on to tell me, and we're going to talk about exactly what I talk about, right? Is deconversions and our pathways out of it, and ours intersect on multiple levels, him and me, including the hair.
You weren't Mormon though.
No, I was not Mormon. I was one of those Jewish kids.
So I live in Steve McRae's hometown.
Jews. Oh, really? McRae's a pretty cool guy. He's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick, but I really love his brain. I hate his attitude.
Well, there's the thing, you either
I
love
like Steve.
I don't mind Steve. I don't think he's a dick.
I like Steve a lot. I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, he called me young. I'm like, I'm not that young, Steve. I'm older than you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steve's always been really cool to me.
Yeah, he has
you
been
talk
with
about
me
Aaron.
too.
I don't know if there's a chance of getting to talk to him before the November election. Probably
That's the thing,
not.
right? That's the thing. That's why I figure we'll set something up for the new year. I'm also
I'd like to talk to him
Jamie
about. I'd like to talk to him about the November election.
Well, do you have him on Facebook or Twitter or anything?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm reasonably
Send him a
sure he's on
message.
Facebook.
He is.
I'm reasonably sure he's also on Twitter.
He is. Just send him a message.
I'm reasonably sure we're both cross-connected.
Okay. Well, it's /Aaron_Raw, right? So I mean, it's pretty easy to follow. Aaron.
Yeah, because
thank you.
Yes,
I am hearing what I call the destructionists raising their ugly heads again about staying home or vote for people who have absolutely no chance of winning anything.
Define destructionist.
Okay, this is a term I kind of invented. These are the people who want to burn it all down when it comes to American politics. These are the people that gave us Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Hey, real quick, I got another buddy that was interested in doing the deconversion thing too.
Okay.
When I brought it up earlier. I was wondering if do you want me to just shoot you a link to his Twitter?
Absolutely. And tell him feel free to, he can send me a message too.
Oh, okay. I'll let him know.
Oh my God. I'm having a fangirly moment right now.
Uh-oh.
Inane Dragon just subscribed to my YouTube channel. But he still hasn't added me on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he sent me a message and just said he didn't want to interrupt the conversation, or particularly he didn't want to interrupt my loud ass. But he just really needed to lay down. Oh yeah, he's a great dude.
I love his voice.
Yeah, and he's fucking smart. He's funny. He's everything I look for in somebody that I would consider a friend.
He has punctual humor.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's a good way. Timing is everything. So
and he knows fucking everything. He knows every fucking thing. I swear to God, nothing ever comes up where he's not like, well, it's in like 1849. They blah blah. It's like Jesus Christ, dude, where do you store all of this?
Yeah, he look like a man. Yeah. Oh, you reminded me of the everything.
Swan.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God, I can't believe I got that.
You got Mrs. Swan.
No.
Yeah, you look like a man.
You look like a man. Jeez.
Oh, fucking classic shit, man.
I can't believe
a friend of mine was on that show. A friend of mine used to be on that show. Do you guys remember Will Sasso?
Nope. Negatron.
You don't remember Will Sasso on what the fuck? What the hell was the name of that fucking show? Mad TV.
Nope.
He was on Mad TV. One of the heavier guys. He's also on.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was he kind of the heavier guy? Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bigger white dude, heavy dude, and he was also on. You ever see Happy Gilmore?
Yes.
The movie Happy. You know the movers at the beginning.
Yeah, the Jim Belushi looking guy.
Yeah, that's Will Sasso. He's a friend.
She shouldn't have been standing there.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Memory.
Yeah.
Back when Sandler was good.
I still like Sandler. The fucking Hanukkah song is fucking hilarious. All three versions.
Yeah, that's old though.
Sandler.
That's what I'm saying. Back when he was still good.
Last movie I've seen of his was that one with Drew Barrymore where they're like their parents and they go on that mystery date thing.
Yeah, and he has to. She keeps forgetting, right?
No,
50 First Dates.
No, different one.
That's it. Yeah.
No, it's a different one where they're both married, or where they're both parents, and they go on this like singles cruise and they hook up or whatever. Maybe it wasn't Drew Barrymore. I can't remember.
Didn't watch it.
But his daughter's name was Espen.
I don't do chick flicks.
You know what's funny? One of my favorite movies is a chick flick. La La Land. I loved it.
That's your problem.
Never seen it.
I mean, I was going on this date.
Or aliens or explosions or natural disasters or that kind of shit. I don't care.
My favorite.
I was on a date with a beautiful woman. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yep.
What you know what Jack Burton always says in a time like this?
Who the hell's Jack Burton?
Jack Burton. Me.
Or what the hell, right?
Yeah.
His boots are killer, dude.
Right there.
What was that? Fire, lightning, all that kind of thing.
Chinese have a lot of hells. How'd you get up there? Wasn't easy.
Yeah, Wong.
Yeah, Wong is the best, dude. Egg Wong. Yeah.
Egg what? Yeah.
Egg Wong.
Yeah.
He is the best.
I love him. Grandpa from the Three Ninjas.
Yeah.
He's dead now, isn't he? Didn't he die recently?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
You know who's still alive though is the guy from Conan the Barbarian. The dude that did the voice on he did Aku's voice. He's still alive, isn't he? The guy that Aku from what's the Samurai Jack.
I don't know.
Oh my. I actually remember Samurai Jack.
That's a great show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show. But you guys know, like, from Conan the Barbarian, the guy that does his storyteller. The one that's like, from the time that the oceans drank Atlantis.
Oh, the bard.
Oh, yeah.
I can listen to that guy talk all day.
You ever see 13th Warrior?
Yes.
That's a great flick.
That's a great flick. I always thought the dude that played Bovine, the main dude, I always thought that he would have made the perfect freaking Conan if they would have just cast him.
He would have, because he's Nordic. And Conan's not Nordic though, but this guy was Nordic. But do you know what's funny is what's really funny is what's the guy's name? Ebn Falahad. He's a real guy.
Oh yeah, Antonio Banderas' character.
Yeah, he's a real guy in history.
I must address something that Russ has posted in the chat here. Yes, Russ, I am friends with Will Sasso. Not like super close, but
thank you, Russ. It is blended. Yes, thank you, Russ.
He lived in the same town that I lived in for many, many years. And the first time I met him was when I was driving tow truck for a company called Roadway Towing, and the door on his Cherokee was stuck. He couldn't get the latch to close, so he couldn't close the door. So I went in there and I did my magic, ooh, and
you kicked it. You kicked it.
No. I just stuck my screwdriver in there, threw some more fucking graphite fucking lube shit in there, and fucked with it with the screwdriver, and it worked properly again. And he's like, "Holy crap, man! You saved my life!" And then we went out for coffee, and then we had some beers, and then I kept seeing him all the time. We kept hanging out. I was a bouncer at the club that he'd come in, and of course, this is before he was really known. He'd only done like some commercials, so. And the bit part in Happy Gilmore, and we just became friends. So, yeah, there you go. I still talk to him from time to time. He comes into town probably twice a year. So whenever he's in town, he usually gives me a shout and says, "Come on out, go for beer." So there you go. He's kind of a dick now, though. I hate to say it, but he's kind of a dick now. The fame has got to him.
I really want to save up some money and get out to L.A. because I have not seen my friend Al in 44 years. And from the correspondence that we carry on, he's the same person I knew in high school. And I hope that is the case in person. And I hope that, Hollywood has not got to his head. Speaking of Alan Ruck here. But... sweetest guy you ever want to know, and that amazes the heck out of me because he does do a little bit of the Hollywood with the liberal causes and all that stuff, but other than that, you almost wouldn't know.
Could be a lot worse if that's all he does when it comes to being Hollywood types. They can be very uptight and stuff, stuck up.
Yeah, Hollywood
could still show a bit of humility, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't live in the real world anymore, man. They get surrounded by freaking people that do everything for them all the time, and they just, the big stars at least, you know what I mean? They have people to do pretty much everything for them, so they live in this bubble, and then people tell them what they're supposed to think, and they get out there and they say it, and it's a bit sad. Hollywood activism annoys the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Depends on what it is. I mean, I met Sean Connery, and he was the nicest fucking guy in the world.
Al is the one when Cleveland and the Cubs were playing each other in the World Series. He actually flew out to Cleveland, took his dad to one of the games, and that was like, wow, this is some great stuff. I don't know if it's any special thing, but well, that too, yeah. But just to take off of a filming schedule, just to fly out to Cleveland, take his dad to one of the games. I thought it was kind of nice. I don't know if it's anything special or not, but
if I could afford it, I'd fly all you guys out here and we'd all go for beer.
Hell yeah!
You gotta wait a year.
Wait a year for what?
What do you have?
I quit for a year.
Oh, you're gonna. You know what? Okay, Duke, if I told you right now that I was like a bazillionaire and all you tickets and you're going to get on a plane and you're coming over here right now, you're giving up your fucking shit for this one occasion, and we won't tell anyone that doesn't see this video.
I'd do it. If you were like, hey man, I'm flying into Florida, I'll be in Gainesville, I'd come on and have a few beers with you. But for the most part, I decided to just take an entire year off of drinking altogether.
Yeah, sure. My buddy does that every few years, so that's
It would take something special to get me onto a plane because I really don't like to be patted down and all that other happy garbage with the TSA. And I hear stories from people like me.
Most action I had in 2 years.
Well. Say again.
Most action I had in 2 years.
I was gonna say that's actually my favorite part.
Duke likes being patted down.
Besides when I bought the cheap toilet paper, you know what I mean?
Well, for you, Diana, I would send a bus. All right.
I mean, at least I've got my F on my passport.
Duke, look at the chat.
That's a step in the right direction.
No, I'd rent a Lamborghini so you could get here quicker.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
God, it's been a year since I've done any driving.
Well, I didn't say you had to drive. You'd have your own Lamborghini chauffeur. I'd get the stretch Lamborghini if there is such a thing.
Man, I'll tell you, it was fun because when I went to Illinois for the solar eclipse, I had not done any serious driving prior to that, and I don't know what, maybe 10 years. It was interesting those first 50 or 70 miles, just getting used to it again. I was behind the wheel of a Charger.
Really?
Yeah, Dodge.
New one or an old one?
I rented a Dodge Charger, so it was I believe it was that year's model. It was kind of like, it was like the Starship Enterprise, man. I didn't need a key or anything. You just walk in there with this electronic key. You set it down on the transmission hump, push a button, and the car starts.
There's like some dude with a messed up head talking to you. Whatever.
Yeah, one of those deals. Almost like what the hell was that show where the car talked?
Kid, that you're talking about? Yeah.
You're talking about Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Yeah, Knight Rider. There you go. But
David the Hasselhoff.
Car. David Hasselhoff, the Burger King expert.
Best dad of the year.
But,
yeah, that's right.
that was a fun 1,600 miles. I had not driven that far in a long time.
In the cupboard. What's his name?
You talking to the Indian?
Yeah. Help yourself
Well, everyone. I'm experiencing some general interruptions, and I must make my escape. It has been lovely chatting with everyone.
Yes, it's like fucking
Well,
stupid
great.
o'clock, Badger. And thanks again, buddy, for coming on. It was great having you.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been great fun. Been great fun chatting with everyone.
Yay!
Actually, guys, I should probably bail too because I should go drink some beer. There's beer calling me.
Yeah.
Copy that.
I'm all out of scotch, so I got to move over to beer now.
Oh no! That
I know.
happened.
I know. Well, I do have another bottle, but it's sealed, and it's the Glenfiddich. I think it's a 15 or 18 year. So. Anyway.
Oh man, if it's the 8, yeah, that's pricey. If it's 18.
Yeah, it's $104, I think, 104 Canadian, which is like $400 billion American.
Oh, dude, in North Carolina, they tell you what it costs by the ounce. Like, it'll tell you next to the price. And there was like, what was it, the gold label, the Johnny Walker gold label, and it was like $38 an ounce.
Oh man,
what?
Yeah.
The gold label.
Yeah.
Isn't the blue the most expensive one?
Maybe it was the blue label. Whatever the top of the shelf, highest end Johnny
like
Walker.
A weird green or blue or some shit.
Yeah, that's about $900 a fifth or whatever they call it now.
Yeah.
You've been drinking the expensive shit again, haven't you?
Oh, I like it. It's the best stuff.
You drink Glenlivet, right?
It's like buying an engagement ring. You need 3 months' salary for this shit.
Yeah, that what is it? The commercialized hype.
Oh yeah, you got to get the good stuff.
Don't give me a diamond. Okay, just don't.
Oh, atheist or frustrated. Oh, Russ, you know what? I've been ignoring the I've been ignoring the chat for the most part. Sorry, buddy. I promise you the next one, which is I know I'm horrible.
Yes, you are.
You should totally not follow me and unsub from me and everything, Russ. I mean,
right.
seriously.
I'm
just the biggest dude. But Saturday is my next interview, and it's with Evans Murphy, who's also known as Faithless South. I promise you, I'll send you a link for that one. I promise.
Faithless Southerner?
Yes, Faithless South.
Ah. Oh yeah.
And then after that,
yeah.
Tales from the Church has agreed to come on. So
Tales from the Church
him.
is the bomb. I love Richard.
Yeah, he's great.
I love him.
And then on the 3rd of October, it's Mr. Talk Heathen himself, Eric Murphy.
Ooh.
So yeah, look at him dropping names and shit.
You're schmoozing.
He's got the coolest hair.
All right, that's what I was gonna tell him too.
You're doing that thing all the Twitter philosophers do. Just look at all these names I know.
That's every Follow Friday, buddy. Every Follow Friday.
By the way, put me in the Follow Friday.
You'll be in my next one.
Yeah, I have actually I've got like a template that I use, and I plug people in and out of it. And I've got you in there now, Badger. So cool. I thought I had you in there the whole time, but apparently not.
Yeah, I did. I did that.
I'm an asshole.
That bit from the Emperor's New Groove. I was like, oh, not in there.
It's an awesome movie.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah.
Eartha Kitt.
Disney puts
Eartha
out gold.
Kitt is the best.
Alright, well, I gotta make my escape because it's 4 a.m. I shall speak to you all soon, lovely people.
Yep.
All right,
Later, Badger.
Enjoy.
Cheers, brother.
I'm gonna go seal the entrance to my bar.
Say hi to the Queen for me.
Deep snow.
Don't put on the ring.
Yeah, don't kiss the ring. Wait, no, that's the Pope.
No, don't put on the ring.
Or the Godfather.
Oh,
never mind.
Either.
What kind of ring?
Make sure,
ring.
Diana, make sure you seal up your wardrobe too.
I don't want my smoking jacket.
That fucker's just gonna sneak in through Narnia and shit.
Watch out for the lamppost.
I better go to sleep before I fall asleep in my face.
Smoking jacket's working if you're coughing.
Well, good night, everyone.
See you, buddy.
Take care, sweetie.
All right, I'm gonna call it quits first because I got shit to do, people to kill. I mean, people to see.
That type of thing.
That's live on YouTube too. Yeah, you know how it is.
What is it?
Anyways,
things to see and people to do.
Yeah, things to see and people to do. That's right. But yeah, it's getting on to be 8 o'clock here where I am, and I really generally only have 1 or 2 hours left before I turn into a pumpkin and have to get up at 4 in the morning. So.
Yeah, I've got to start getting up early.
Need some quality beer time.
Yeah, enjoy that
anyway.
night.
I shall.
Remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo. Wait, were you there?
Were you
no,
there?
he's talking about car rentals, dude.
Oh, is that where I'm gonna have to rent the stretch Lamborghini from? Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, Alamo Rentals, dude.
Oh, geez.
Sweet. Okay.
All right.